Now here we go, the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Don the Dragon Wilson versus Eddie Butcher.
And make no mistake, Eddie Butcher is a tough, credible opponent. I remember him from years ago. He had a reputation of being a very tough guy, a banger, and a hard kicker. He's so a little
tough.
old now.
He's so tough, he has his own gangster rapper.
For sure.
And here he comes, Eddie Butcher. Eddie Butcher is a strong. He's a tough fighter. He's a good puncher. 5'9", 189 pounds, 43 years old, holds 3 World Kickboxing Championship titles.
Well, I don't know about the
Comes from a kickboxing family, starting with his grandfather. He also won a gold medal at the South Africa World Championships.
Don is a living legend. I thank him for giving me the opportunity, but now it's my time. And I humbly say this, and I'm representing the Creator. I claim no victory on this. I give all praises to the Creator. Kickboxing is something that I do. Being a martial arts is something that I live.
And I remember at the weigh-in yesterday, he got in Wilson's face several times, and I think he got under Don's skin a little bit.
Here's the thing about Eddie. Eddie the Butcher, okay? Check it out. Eddie the Butcher. Martial arts style, death, key, do. Death, key, do. That's a man that's seriously...
The man is serious.
Exactly. He's out
The man is serious.
Well, he's going to have to be serious because
Let me tell you something.
He's fighting a living legend in Don the Dragon.
And Don Wilson better not act like Orlando Rivera.
A good point.
He better take this guy serious, or the same thing can happen, even worse.
Well, you know Eddie's going to take him seriously.
All right, now what's different about this fight? This is a first in martial arts history, is that they're wearing actual shoes. These are padded martial arts shoes specifically designed for contact with the person. They will not slip. So for all you martial artists out there, that means you won't be slipping or hurting your toes when you do front kicks.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but here he comes, the man of the moment right now, Don the Dragon Wilson. Don, raised in Cocoa Beach, Florida, 5'10", 179, made weight right on the money.
Feel great. I have not been punched in the head all day. It's been a good day so far. Everybody that I've asked about him says he's a good fighter, experienced fighter. So I expect it to be a great fight. I mean, I'm here, I'm ready, and I don't expect an easy night tonight.
He has 11 belts.
Don the Dragon, movie star, kickboxing world champion,
Legend.
He better be concentrating on his fight career tonight, not his acting.
Yeah, he better act like a full-on world champion kickboxer tonight, that's for sure.
Yes. He better act like a fighter tonight. He better not act, he better be one.
Don the Dragon, I must be honest, Don the Dragon
Like you,
is
Jackie.
one of the nicest, most personable men you will ever meet inside or outside the ring. He's given so much back to the sport. A lot of kickboxers, a lot of free fighters, a lot of mixed martial artists owe Don the Dragon Wilson a great debt.
Well, may I say, I've met Eddie Butcher on several occasions. He's an awful nice guy. His whole group is. He's a real gentleman, and as everybody is in martial arts, it's just amazing.
Well, Eddie's got a whole family of support behind him, and it's wonderful to see.
Well, Don
Ladies and
is...
gentlemen, from the Tropicana Casino and Resort in Atlantic City, New Jersey, D. Benjamin Brown Productions presents the 21st Century Warriors Night of Champions featured bout of the evening. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Gerard Gormley, Board Member Stephen Katz, Deputy Commissioner John Kreco. Positions at ringside, Dr. Stephen Oxler, Dr. Louis Sabatini, and Dr. Eric Allen Wormser. The timekeeper at the bell, Art Spell. After the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, James Waring. And now for all the boxing fans and kickboxing fans joining us here at the Tropicana and around the world, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening, 10 rounds of kickboxing for you here live in Atlantic City. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing red and black, weighing 187 pounds. His professional record, 44 victories, 39 coming by way of knockout with 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, Here is the pride of Baltimore, Maryland, Eddie, the Pitbull Butcher. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing black and silver, weighs in at 179 pounds. His professional record, 71 victories, 47 coming by way of knockout, with 5 defeats and 2 draws. He was entered into the 2002 Guinness Book of World Records for most world kickboxing titles at 11. Ladies and gentlemen, from Los Angeles, California, presenting the legendary martial artist of stage, screen, and ring, Don the Dragon Wilson.
I was saying is Don's weight 175, 179 since I fought him. When I fought him at 175, now I'm 225, 215. The guy's in great shape, bro.
Yeah.
That was over 10 years ago. No, excuse me, 20 years ago.
Right here.
Wow. And here you are commentating, and Don is in the ring.
Yes. And the funny thing about this whole thing is that Don has 3 fighters in common here. Myself, the commentator,
right, yeah.
James Warren, the referee.
Right.
And how does he have you
And
guys
me.
in common?
Well, we lost.
We all fought him.
We have fought him, but I lost and James lost.
All
and
right,
Mr.
yeah.
Shepard.
You guys lost.
Yes.
Well,
and
here
you
we
won.
go.
Here it
Main
is.
event of the night.
Here it goes. Oh, they're using the shoes.
Yeah,
They're
Don
using the
is a
shoes.
great kicker, so
He has this.
look for Don's side kick like he's doing to keep him on the outside. Don typically likes to keep a guy on the outside like a jab with his kicks and then land one of those big left round kicks or a left hook or a right hook. He switches stance.
He's one of
There's Eddie. Eddie is a very hard hitter, as indicated by his record. 39 KOs and 44 wins.
Don's about the only guy I know that stays in a complete sideways
Yeah.
stance for
And it works
fighting.
for
And
him.
it works for him because I couldn't do it. But you know, it's his boxing's good too. Don's got pretty
Yeah.
decent boxing.
Yeah, he's not a really good boxer. He is beautiful when he combines his boxing with his kicking.
Good point. Fighters feeling each other out a little bit.
Don, gotta keep your hands up, my man. Wilson was hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to give Eddie the upper hand at any point. He's just going to try to take advantage.
I think that may have woken Don up a little bit, but he better be careful. Look where his hands
Look at his
are.
eyes.
They're
Look at
a
his
little
Don's
low.
eyes. Now he's a little more serious
Yeah.
now. He's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
more focused. Now he's turned to orthodox.
Yeah,
stance.
nice
Good
jab.
by Eddie.
Everybody remember, this is a movie star in the ring. 20 films he's starred in, more than 20 films. You won't see De Niro really doing this, okay?
Or Van Damme.
Or Van Damme.
Or Seagal.
Or Wesley. Or me.
Because you're smarter than all of us.
Yes, sir.
And Don's career is
Nice counter left.
has spanned for years and years. I mean, he's got a lot of years in. Steve, like, you know, he's 40.
Really, I have a win over him back in the late 80s.
I have a
He's
loss
not
in
that
the 80s.
impressive. Although more impressive than your loss.
First round
First
of the
rounds
books.
of books, and not a great showing for Don right now.
No, it's not, but he's been, inactive for a long time. Of course, so is Eddie. Eddie hurt him that round. I have to give that first round to Eddie.
Yeah. Eddie's not showing me any respect. He's here to fight.
Yeah.
He lost that poundage. Now he's going to say, now, you're going to lose that weight. You're going to pay for it.
Don is not kicking as much, and that's because Eddie is
crowding
not
him.
giving him room.
He's not, and that's smart on Eddie's part.
Yeah.
Well, the 2 veteran fighters are going to have a lot of strategy working, don't you think?
Yeah. And look at Don over there in the corner now. He seems to be huffing and puffing. He does that for 12 rounds.
Yes, he does.
It's
Exactly.
amazing. Yeah, it looks like he's tired. And I guess that's the way he regenerates
He oxygenates himself
himself or
that
something,
way,
you know?
yeah.
And he'll come out fresh the next round. He just does this for 12 rounds.
Wow.
Of course, he's a little older now. We'll see. He looks fresh now.
Yeah, he does.
And he looks focused.
Enter the ring.
Nice side kick.
Eddie switched to southpaw.
Nice round kick.
Now he's back to orthodox. Oh,
Nice right hook.
Good body shot by Don.
I think that hurt him.
Yep, a little bit. Eddie's got a bit of a spare tire he's rolling with there.
But look at 245 to
Don
287.
is,
What can you expect?
Yeah,
Don got to keep his hands up. He's getting to a little rhythm now.
the jab more. He switches stance, keep Eddie off bay. You know,
Nice
off
kick to
balance.
the face. Don is clearly the superior fighter. He's much faster.
Eddie's not impressed by Don. Not yet. See there?
Not yet.
With aerial kicks. Aerial kicks.
He's very
That's a lot
wild.
of energy, especially 187 from 240.
I told you, he's not a sophisticated fighter, but he's a fighter.
Yes,
He's a fighter,
he's a
right.
fighter.
And he can punch.
And he's not going to back down.
He lost to Rivera in 2000.
Nice right hand by
Big
Don.
left hand.
Another right
Eddie's
hand.
got to him a little bit there.
Eddie's last fight was 2000 against Orlando, and he lost in the second round by in tap.
TKO?
Yeah, TKO. So that was his last fight. Don's fought, I believe, about a year ago in Las Vegas against Dewey Cooper, and he won that fight. So you got a little bit, one fight difference between the two of these guys in a period of 2 years. Don fought 1 year ago, Eddie fought 2 years ago.
So we have a push.
Nice front kick by Don. It's the first time I've ever seen him use that.
Hey, when you get older, you use more tools, smarter tools,
yeah.
less effort.
Well, Don becoming the one of the 21st century warriors, obviously, using all the tools in the arsenal.
He wants to land a right hand. He's kind of showing his opponent
Yeah, he's showing
his hand.
So what he wants to do is stick to the basics.
telegraphing it.
He is telegraphing it.
Yeah, Don's sharpening up now. He's moving with the punches. That one landed, but Don rolled.
Absorbed it. Yeah, he absorbed it well.
Yeah, nice round for Wilson.
Yeah, he connected with a few
Yeah,
blows there.
Eddie, if he wants to be in this fight, he cannot stand outside and box with him and trade tit for tat. He's got to be on him like he was in that first round. Let his wildness and unorthodoxy work for him.
Orthodox?
If there is such a word as that.
Yes, there is, in fact. Round 3 ring card girl, Tara Electra, a true New Yorker. Fitness model, actress, interested in breaking into action films as an actress or a stunt person. Former national level fitness and figure competitor. That is Tara Electra.
Okay, Eddie's corner seems to be quite verbal here. They're trying to exhort their man on. They know that he cannot fight like that.
Right.
Don has quite a few people in his corner. He has former champion Richard Hill in his corner.
Yeah,
he has
who's now a doctor.
Pat Goosen in his corner. I mean, he's got a pretty strong corner right
Yeah,
there.
Very experienced corner.
Not to say that Eddie doesn't, but I mean, these guys have a name that we know of.
Yeah, well, Richard was a former world champion.
We did a movie together. Richard and I, with Don.
Okay, Eddie is now back to pressing Don. And Don's hands are a little...
Looks like Don's a little tentative in his attack, He's not making the fight yet. Maybe he wants to carry a little earlier rounds because Eddie can come down from 250 to 187.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see what he has, but he's not doing like Don Wilson that beat me. Let's put it that. There you go, that's 20 years ago.
Kick landed, huh?
Oof, going for the overhand right.
Lost his balance and Butcher countered him. At this age, you just never can tell him Don's not the same as he used to be. He's almost 48.
Look at Eddie's eyes. Eddie's so focused, fiercely focused on Don.
He's getting more confidence. He's
Solid
got-
kick that landed. I think that hurt Wilson. Don is trying to knock him out with one punch.
Nice movement from Eddie.
He needs to set those punches up.
Just like that. Set it up. See, throw a jab out there. So don't wait for Eddie to throw first. You got to be first.
Right. Eddie's showing some nice head movement. Slipping punches.
Got caught with that jab, though.
What you got to wonder is how long can Eddie maintain his pace there? That's my thought. Is how long can he maintain his pace?
He certainly doesn't look like he can do it long.
Oh, two good
Nice
jabs from
straight
Eddie.
leg.
Don's a little stiff, a little tentative still.
Very tentative.
He wants to land that right hand.
Good right hand by
Good right
Eddie.
hand by Eddie. Wild right by
All right, that round.
Close round.
Very close round.
Yeah. It depends how you want to
I'll
call
tell
it.
you what, it's what we want. It's a competitive round.
Don's got that heavy breathing going again.
The difference, I don't know, what do you think, Steve? Nowadays, I don't sit down in the corner anymore. Do you suggest that for your fighters?
Depends on the
don't.
fighter like George Foreman never does. You know why? Because it's, people don't understand this. It's actually, when you get a little tired, it's sort of hard to
Get
stand
up,
up,
exactly.
you know?
Exactly. And think about it, when you're in the ring and you're in gym sparring, you never sit down anyway.
Yeah.
So
I've done that in a couple of fights.
Yeah, I now.
But you know, the problem with that is if you get too tired and you have to sit down later in the fight, it sends a message to your opponent that you're tired.
So you have to suck it
So,
up and
yeah,
walk the whole
right,
time.
yeah. But
You
look at
can't sit
Foreman.
down. Yeah.
He's my
Let's see what Don has this round. If he
Here,
can change
Don,
the tempo.
Don pops right up. You're right, Steve. That's his MO.
Yeah.
Okay, Don has that style he has where he uses his side kick a lot, like a front kick.
He just did the round kick too. Caught it in the ear.
But you know, you gotta have. Whoa! Good fighter. Good move on Eddie's part. Whoa! Eddie's getting aggressive.
Yeah.
Sticking that roundhouse in there.
The thing is with Eddie, he's not afraid now.
Nice side kick. Listen.
He's not afraid of Don. You know, this legend, he's saying, who's this guy? He's gonna fight like anybody else to me. I'm making respect me.
Anybody that gets into the ring with you, you gotta respect
You
them.
have to. And the thing is, Don's not throwing kicks with any intention, but it's going out there. Make him count. Make him count. See, he's looking out there.
Well, you know, Don expected this type of fight. He did predict that he would stop him late in the fight.
Okay.
Not early. He did say late.
Is that an inside thing?
Yeah. Mhm.
'Cause I wasn't privy to that earlier. Okay, I wasn't privy to that.
Part of Steve's prep that we were not privy to.
Exactly.
No, actually, he wrote it down. You could actually read that.
Oh, good jab on that. Eddie's here to fight. There's no question. He's here to fight.
And Don's got to be ready to take advantage of mistakes like that. Eddie missed by about 2 feet, and Don wasn't in position to counter.
So let me ask you guys this. If this goes late into the fight, who will be the fresher fighter?
Wilson.
Yeah, like I said, remember, Eddie was a 250. That's a lot of weight to drop. No matter, even though he had from March to now, it's a lot of weight still.
Right. Well, you can look who's backing up and look who's making the fight. A lot of stamina has to do with desire and heart.
My motto is if the cardio's not there, nothing's going to be there in the end. The end being is the next round. Do I have anything next round?
Nice counter. Yeah, you're right.
And as long as I'm in condition, I can always push the fight. Push the fight. I'm not saying me as
You
me.
had the heart of a champion.
I still like to think I have one, sir. No,
Yes,
here's
you
the
do.
thing. No, I appreciate that. What I'm saying is I believe in conditioning is like paramount for any athletic endeavor. And if you're in this business of fighting, if you're not in shape, sure, you can get a lucky shot. There's no question. But if you're not in shape, you're not going to have, and the other guy just keeps coming at you and keeps coming. What do you do?
Sure, all things being equal, but you're saying
It's a
that
hard
conditioning
thing.
is going to win.
That's a hard. I mean, it's a
Conditioning is
struggle.
not going to help you if you don't have the skills.
Of course.
No. But if skills are of equal measure, then as Vince Lombardi said, guys, fatigue makes cowards of us all.
There it is.
How true that
That's what I'm
is.
talking about. So, there.
How true that is.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Well
I
said.
think conditioning
Well
is
said,
important.
Mr. Lombardi.
He challenged him through Mr. Morris here. He challenged through.
Seconds out. Let's go, guys.
The conditions are important.
Let's go.
As well as skill,
Let's go.
build
Get the water up
desire.
in there. Go.
And let's see. Just flicking the kicks. You gotta make them count. That's what I'm not accustomed to in the form of fighting that I do in kickboxing. You know?
Well, what you do right now is when you put his foot down, kick him in the leg.
I would just kick him regardless, in his leg, or just kick him like he's doing now. Make the kicks
All
count.
power shots.
But not as many. I wouldn't do as many though. I'd do like 2 or 3, and that's it. 2 maybe. That's enough right now because I got 12 rounds to go. Well, not 12 rounds now, but
Yeah.
Don holds that sidekick well, doesn't he?
yeah, he does.
Chambers it very nice.
It's hard to get in on him.
Very difficult. I mean, of course, you solved that puzzle, Mr. Shepard, but I was only 21 at the time.
Once again with the 21-year-old disadvantage.
But I learned a lot, though, fighting Don. And, he became, actually, the funny thing with Don and I is like I look at him like a big brother. He's been very supportive of me in my career. He invited me in a couple of a movie. I looked at him in a lot of ways. And to see him fight now is a real, to be commentating his fights like an honor in a way.
Truly.
Plus being here with you, Mr. Shepard, and Mr. Morris.
I know you were serious, so thank you.
The giant sucking sound you hear is our egos.
Here's your money.
There we go now.
Here's your $100.
I'm still a little concerned about both of their hands, especially
Yeah, they're both
Don's,
down.
you know. Yeah. I can understand Eddie. He's getting a little tired.
You know what that is? There's no punching to respect to make you put your hands up.
Yeah. Don, somebody's got to step it up.
Don keeps that distance by leaning back.
That's been his trading style.
There you go.
There's an old axiom in the fight game: make him miss, make him pay, and that's what they need to do. He's making him miss, not making him pay. Well, we tried something there. There we go.
Don getting to a counter.
There we go. Yeah, getting a little rhythm again. They've lost that for the last couple
Eddie's
of
here to
rounds.
fight. Eddie's here to fight. He doesn't care. It's like, go on, Don. You're the legend, but you know what? I'm
straight
here
up.
to whoop your butt.
That's right.
And don't forget, Eddie hadn't fought in a while. He is an experienced fighter. Guarantee you, he's saving what he's got for the second half of the fight.
This is round 6 coming up.
He's not going to blow
Round
himself
6.
out in the first half.
No. And Eddie says, hey, I'm Eddie Butcher. You're Don the Dragon, but I'm Eddie the Pitbull Butcher.
And
Bring
my
it on.
style of fighting is death, kido.
Get Death Kido.
That's a new one to
Sounds
me.
a lot tougher than Pai Lum Tao. This is Don the Dragon's home style. Home slice. Once again, want to give a big shout out to the 21st Century Warriors Incorporated group and their promotion of the Night of Champions. It's been fabulous, phenomenal and fabulous, all one word, fanabulous.
It's a beautiful word.
So big shout out to them.
Let's see what's going to change here. Something has to change on either side. Somebody's going to make something happen here because this is not the most exciting fight at this point. I mean, it has its moments, but there needs to be a little more action on both sides.
Well, don't forget they're both getting up there in age a little bit.
Granted. But
Don can't be as active as he once was.
I, as a person
Nice
paying to
side
see a
kick.
fight, I don't care about that. I pay to see a fight, and this is what I want to see. And, of course, I get it free, but nonetheless, what I'm saying is they need to make more action going because there's too much respect here on both sides. There's too much respect.
Got to mix it up a bit more.
You have to. Make the fight happen.
Don with a quick look to the
Kick counter.
Don never has to worry about missing kicks.
Okay, we turn to orthodox stand. What's he going to do now?
He's going to throw a right hand.
Crowd looking for a little more action than the fighters are showing.
He needs to get some sort of consistent attack.
The crowd's getting restless now because there's not enough action. Eddie's running too much now.
Yeah, Don's very hesitant. He won't pull the trigger. He gets in range and he doesn't let it go.
There's a few hundred trainers in the audience right
Nice
now.
kick. Oh, yeah. It's always that way.
I think Eddie's gotten his respect. You see how tentative he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to keep that range. He's
Jab.
playing a little too safe.
Ooh.
Eddie's spinning crescent.
I haven't seen those using the fight.
Yeah.
It's a tough technique to make happen.
Good jab on Eddie's part.
Eddie's eyes, though, I mean, he is completely lasered in on Don.
Don's very hesitant.
He's being a little more active. He waited. He couldn't pull the trigger. He wanted to throw that right hand to Wilson I'm talking about. Eddie's pulling the trigger. Eddie's letting it go. Eddie Butcher's round.
That's
Eddie
rounds,
Butcher's
Eddie
round,
Butcher's
leather fly,
round.
yeah.
That was definitely Eddie's round. I think Don's a little, I guess I'm going to say nervous. He's just afraid to get in there and mix it up. Granted,
Well, he's been
I've
stung
been
a
there.
couple of times. He hasn't been fighting in a while.
Listen,
It's not easy.
No, when you know what you're exactly right. I'm a fighter. You fought. We've all. Some days something's like it's not there.
Well,
and right now, maybe he's a little too afraid.
There is a time to hang it up, you know. It's very difficult for professional athletes to do. They want to get the most out of their bodies physically. They want to push that limit.
Right.
You got 4 years difference in age. Okay, 4 years difference. But the desire on Eddie's side is very strong right now.
Well, Eddie's got something to prove. Don is the top dog. Eddie's got something to prove.
Let's see what happens here. See, just wasting kicks.
Frankly, all the pressure's on Don. He's got nothing to gain by
Gain,
this.
no.
Eddie's got nothing to lose.
I think what Don's going to do in the first half of this fight is his kicks out from southpaw, and then go to orthodox to punch the guy out. That's something he's going to do. Right now, he has 4 kicks left. One of the crowd said movie stuff. Don't do that.
Yeah. Show respect.
Well, that's indicative of all fight crowds. Want to see action.
Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's see that. Now Don has no more kicks left. Let's see what he can do. Yep, there he goes.
Switch to left side.
Orthodox. But he's not doing
getting
anything. Yeah, he's not doing it. Look where his hands are at.
Very low.
Eddie Butcher is getting off first. Don is waiting. He cannot pull the trigger.
Eddie's still showing a lot of good head movement.
But he has 2 kicks left. 1 kick left, now he has no kicks left. Oh, good luck.
Now that's a 3-punch combination. Don's pot shotting one or two at a time. He's putting them together.
Eddie's looking strong up there. Short left.
Oh, he just see let it go the first time. See, Don's he's not confident he's a puncher. And he can punch. He's not confident. He's like
It's off balance.
yes. His distance is off.
Yeah.
He's got a good
Timing.
jab.
He has no timing. You cannot time it.
He has a jab when he throws it, but he's not throwing it. And he's not got the right hand behind it. He's gonna let it go.
Put some punches together. Let him go.
See, with bad distance. 10 seconds left. What's gonna happen?
Short left.
Don is just standing in front of him, not moving his head,
Yeah.
not getting off. It's
Very
lucky
stagnant.
he's not fighting a younger guy, I can tell you that right now.
Like a 40-year-old, like
Mr. Smith. Now, is the time off? That timing has got to be affected by the time off. It has to.
Absolutely.
Hard to turn it off. Hard to turn the light switch on like that, isn't
Can't
it?
do it. Can't do it. You got to live it 24/7.
Right.
Right now, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that Don's losing this fight.
You hear the deafening silence from here.
Steve, I'm being honest. He's not making the fight happen. I'm saying right now Don's behind.
Yeah.
I'm
I
saying
haven't
it.
been keeping score,
No, I'm
but
just-
that's interesting. You know, you could be right.
Well,
You
I
could
have-
very well be
I
right.
have a mental score in my
Yeah.
head, and I'm saying right now Don's not making the fight happen. Eddie's pushing the fight.
Let's go, guys. Get out. Let's
Well,
go.
Don's coming forward, but he's not,
Doing
like we said,
anything.
not pulling the trigger.
Right.
He's hesitant. He's got to open up. He's got to let it go. He's got to get into a rhythm.
If he's down by 1 point, if anything, but he's down right there. He's not pushing it. Eddie's getting confident. Look at him. He's coming forward now.
He's looking very strong. Nice straight left hand.
Don just throwing one shot. He just throw combinations.
Eddie's the one getting off first.
Yep, exactly.
Putting punches together.
More energy, more initiative.
A little off balance, a little sloppy.
But that's good for him because that's his style.
Yeah, that can
Styles
work for you.
can-
That's unorthodoxy. We talked.
Earlier. Oh, good jab by Eddie.
It seems as though Eddie can throw without having his feet set. With more power to him.
Eddie's confident. He's not even afraid to make it. Don's not doing anything. Look at it. Bring it on.
Don's got to hurt him. Don's got to get his respect. Or he just might walk away with his fight.
That's what I'm saying.
And this will be a tremendous upset.
No doubt about it. Featured bout of the night.
Oh, now see.
I think it hurt him a little bit there. That's what we needed to do.
Follow it up though.
He's trying. I think it looks like he was hurt.
Forward kick, forward kick. He's got to do something. He hurt him, he let him go.
But that's why just because they're down the body. There we go. I'll tell you what, Don Wilson is a great finisher. If he hurts you, he is on you.
Eddie's got a lip full of blood right there.
Ooh, good right hand.
Right on his ear.
He's taking a little fight ahead in there. Right?
Yeah, the fight's changing.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh,
right hand.
Yeah.
Now he's coming back.
Here comes the grabbing.
There we go. He's been off a long time. Nice body shot by Wilson.
I think the fear is gone now. The fear is a little gone. It's
That is
going away.
That's exactly what he needed. A little fear is healthy, as you know.
It can motivate you, can it?
Absolutely. I move real quick when I'm fast and scared. I'm scared when I'm sorry.
Don's doing good. That's Don's
Good
round.
round for Don.
That's
Now-
what he needed.
Exactly. If he can continue that,
That's what he needed.
he can pull his fight off.
That he's got to do the same thing this round. Do not let this kid back. I say kid, do not let Eddie Butcher back in the fight.
Right. I just find it fascinating that Don puts his head on his cornerman's shoulder to completely rest, to completely reoxygenate, to prepare for the next round. It was an amazing technique.
I worked his corner in Japan about 20 years ago when he fought James Waring, and I was worried the entire fight. He did this for 11 rounds, and he won the 10th and 11th rounds big. He knocked James down 3 or 4 times in the last 2 rounds. I thought he was done after 6.
Right. And look, he's right up before the bell even.
I think that was, by the way, in fairness to James, I think that was James Waring's 3rd fight.
Now let's see how this round goes.
See a little puffiness around Don's eyes.
Is he going to continue? Look, all Eddie wants to do now is kick, and go for his punches.
Eddie wants this fight more, I think.
Okay, they both got 1 kick apiece. Okay, now let's see what happens.
Oh, shaking the right fist.
See, that's a simple technique. You just do that, but you have to let it go. I mean, Eddie's doing a great job. He's pressing the fight a little bit. He's pushing the fight, but
moving his head.
But he's not. Ooh, close to a little bit.
Don is just a little too easy to hit.
It's a very stationary fighter.
See, but you notice now he's not staying in the southpaw stance anymore. He's back to orthodox.
Because he wants to punch.
He wants to punch.
That's a form of telegraphing. That's a nice right hand.
Don's in the fight now.
Letting the hands fly a little bit more from
You know, it's hard to hurt somebody once they get into a fight. It's easier to knock guys out early when they're tight.
Right.
Once they loosen up, it's pretty hard to.
And I think Don was very tentative in the first 6 rounds. Now he's a little loose now. Now he's not so afraid as much.
Yeah, he's getting a little rhythm a little bit.
And now Eddie's afraid.
He's moving, he's running a little
And
bit.
see, he's not cutting the ring off. He's just following Eddie. He's cut the ring off.
Say afraid, or that might be a strategy.
Ready to cut the ring off. Now, see, Eddie's trying to get let's put him pressing again. That's a phenomenal kick.
2 times in 1 fight. Haven't seen it in years.
See, Don's in and out now. That's smart. Standing there to be hit.
Come on, let the kicks go. He's not in the kicks go. He's just throwing them out there passively. You have to make the kicks count.
He's moving from him. He's not making it easy.
You gotta, as a champion, you gotta make it work in your favor. You can't.
Got him.
That's what he's trying to do now. Cutting that ring off.
On the bell.
You have to make it in your favor. You can't let the guy dictate the fight by him moving. You have to cut him off. If he goes one way, you kick him that way. If he goes the other way, you kick him the other way. You have to control the fight. You know.
He started to do that, but didn't follow up on it.
We got round 10.
Round 10.
3 more rounds.
Well, actually, it's 2. 10, 11, 12. That's 2.
I won't even comment.
No doubt.
I had to give you something, Mr. Shepard, because you're the Messiah, baby. I had to give you something.
I must tell you a real quick story, very interesting. Richard Hill, Dr. Richard Hill, former junior middleweight kickboxing champ in Don Wilson's corner, worked his way through college med school by fighting. He averaged 3 hours of sleep a night for 4 straight years, working his way, like I said, through med school. He's now a very respected, very successful doctor in Southern Florida. They had to do a movie on him.
The literal fight doctor.
Yeah.
Eddie.
They admire his spirit.
Everybody loves an underdog.
Love the underdog.
That's what America's all about.
We're getting the kicks off and see Eddie has 1 and Don has 1 left. Okay, Eddie has. Both have no kicks left. Now let's see what happens. Yep, there we go. Turn for punch now.
Don caught him with a little slap on the way in.
Oh, big right hand.
Slip.
It was a slip.
Don's using his jab now.
Peppering him with the jab, falling with the left foot.
It's still a close fight. We'll give it.
Nice.
It's still
Double up the jab.
I'm going to say right now,
blood coming from
Don's ahead by a point.
Blood is coming from Butcher's mouth.
But Eddie's in the fight still. But Don's ahead by a point now because the last 2 rounds he made some significant blows. Eddie has some too.
Well, that's in your scoring. There's no telling. And the
Oh, big hand. Big right hand.
He's hurt. He's
He's
hurt.
hurt. He's
He's
holding
hurt.
on now. He'll throw back his
Oh, he's hurt. He's down.
Don the Dragon Wilson. And
They threw the towel.
in. Don the Dragon Wilson
Fight's over.
takes the
Fight's
fight
over.
in the 10th round. Corner
Don
man
pulled it
threw in
through.
the towel. Eddie the pit bull butcher.
There seems to be some confusion here. I saw a towel fly in the ring.
Somebody threw a towel in the ring.
You know, that is not accepted as a form of a resignation or surrender. That does not count.
Trying to verify who did or didn't throw the towel
Somebody
in.
threw a towel in there.
That is it's my understanding that is not a legitimate form of surrender. The Boxing Commission does not accept that.
They do
I
not
don't think the
acknowledge that?
kickboxing. Yes, I think that that's what they're discussing right now.
That's on film.
Well, they'll go to the tape and find
Wilson
out what
seems
happened.
to be hurt.
Yes.
I think this fight's still going to go on.
Wow.
Wilson seems
Just
to be
been told
hurt.
that Don has been fighting with a busted rib.
Yeah, but
And-
listen. Okay, I think. Are they going to call the fight or not?
Don't know. But
Because
if that's
somebody
true,
threw the towel in. Whether their corner saying they didn't throw the towel in, but they don't know if they have
Well,
towels
I
over
think
there.
I think the fight's over. Otherwise, they would have said something.
right. But
I
if
think the fight's
Don's
over.
fighting with a busted rib, that all the more respect for him.
But then again, a very valiant fight on Eddie's part. Eddie did a great fight.
The fight's over. The
Yeah.
fight's over.
It
The
was a
fight
good
is
fight.
stopped.
Yes.
Apparently, his corner did throw the towel in, and Eddie is not complaining.
Eddie's
He's-
coming
he is
over,
not
giving
complaining.
respect to Don.
Right.
They're having a
Yeah.
chat
Excellent comeback by
by
Mr.
Don.
Don
Oh,
Wilson.
absolutely.
Yes, it was.
And like you said, Steve, when he saw him hurt, he finished like nobody
Yeah,
else, man.
And that's why he's a champ.
Yep. Took him out hard when he felt him hurt. Oh, it's been a great night.
Now,
I must
now
say.
Maurice, on the other hand, when he had a guy hurt, he used to run across the ring and say, "Are you okay?
You're
I'm
right.
sorry. I hope you're not too hurt."
Here we have a little controversy in the
Butcher's
Butcher corner.
Somebody's really upset over threw the towel in somebody.
They're upset with the person who may or may not have thrown the towel in. He's trying to accept it.
There seems to be a lot of disagreement in Eddie Butcher's corner. Very disorganized. That's not good for the fighter.
A dramatic ending. How appropriate for the movie star to have a dramatic ending to his fight.
I must say, a little anticlimactic. That was a legitimate stoppage by Don Wilson.
Absolutely. I think
The
it would've
corner
continued-
did throw the towel in, and in fact, it's my opinion, if they didn't stop it, he would have been seriously hurt. Eddie
Done.
Butcher was done.
Giving props to the crowd, giving love to the crowd.
Eddie
As they
Butcher
give it
was
back
done.
to him.
Eddie Butcher was done and did not complain. Remember that.
No, he did not.
He was down for the count.
Yeah.
He could slow getting up. But the bottom line is somebody threw the towel in.
Yeah.
I like
Ring
showing
announcer
better.
Dean Stone conferring with the New Jersey State Boxing Commissioner.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee James Waring recognizes the corner of Butcher, who threw in the towel, and stops the contest. The official time is 1 minute 57 seconds of round number 10. Your winner, Don the Dragon Wilson.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The featured bout of the night, Don the Dragon Wilson takes it over Eddie the Pitbull Butcher. 10 rounds of very exciting boxing. Don's going to have to say a few words.
I got a new movie called Redemption. Go check it out at your local video store. It's my shameless plug.
Consummate pitchman.
If they
Don
don't
the
have it,
Dragon.
cancel your membership.
10 rounds of fighting, he can still promote a movie. That's amazing.
Like I was saying, Don, the Veteran Round Productions.
Maurice, when you start doing your films, I want to see you doing that.
Hey, what I want to say is this. It was a pleasure doing this fight with you guys, and hopefully we can do another one. And by the time I come back the next time, Mr. Shepard, I'll be a little more knowledgeable on the fight game, okay?
You're such a gentleman. And
I want to thank you
Embarrass me.
guys.
I wish I had half your knowledge.
No, you have more than half, sir.
I want to thank you
That isn't
guys.
true.
This has been a great honor for me to sit in between two world-class world champions, and I am a neophyte to this game, and they've taught me quite a bit. I have much respect for them. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm